YouTube, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Q, man. Back at y'all with another video, dog. If you haven't already, man, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, as I will be bringing y'all more Eagles content in the future, man. Um, just got the news last night. Wanted to make a video last night, but I was at work type shit. But yeah, man, Eagles decided to hire offensive coordinator Kellen Moore for the 2024 season to replace Brian Johnson. Now, I'm gonna just jump straight into it. I kind of like the move. You know what I'm saying? I like the move for a multitude of reasons. You know what I mean? Um, our offense last year was very anemic, very predictable. Uh, may I need to say more? I mean, yeah, we started off the season 10-1. But we all know the only reason why we started the season off 10-1 was solely off of talent. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. We had a good team last year. Wasn't as good as the Super Bowl team that we had, but it was a good team overall. You still had Smitty, you still had AJ, you still had Jalen, you still had Dallas Goddard. You know what I mean? You still had guys that can get shit done. But like I said, when the Eagles was a team that was just relying solely on their talent, you know what I mean, to win games. And talent can only get you so far in this league, you know what I'm saying? Like, we all know the Eagles wouldn't winning them games because of scheme, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be for real, bro. Nick Sirianni's scheme ain't hitting on nothing. Hitting on nothing. You know what I mean? That shit ain't hitting on shit. But I like that the Eagles front office, I should say, are trying to maximize Jalen Hurts as much as they can because they just signed him to a $250 million contract. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. The championship window for the Eagles is still open. With a couple moves in the offseason, we could be right back to competing for another championship. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of like the move for that. I feel like they've seen Kellen Moore's track record with quarterbacks, most notably Dak Prescott. Now, Kellen Moore worked. I'm not gonna really talk too much about Kellen Moore working with Justin Herbert because Justin Herbert was injured a lot last year, and he didn't really get a chance to maximize Herbert because he was hurt a lot basically. So I'm not gonna really focus too much on that. I'm gonna focus more so on what he did with Dak Prescott. Now, when Kellen Moore first got to the Dallas Cowboys, it was 2019. Dak Prescott threw for 4,900 yards, 30 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. You know what I'm saying? One of his best seasons to date. You know what I mean? And of course, 2020 he got injured. You know what I'm saying? So we're not gonna count that. Now, 2021 season, Dak Prescott threw for 4,400 yards, 37 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions. One of his best seasons of his career, and that was under Kellen Moore. So this just tells me that I'm expecting to see a better Jalen Hurts 2024 as far as passing, as far as his passing numbers and all that stuff goes. Of course, I expect to see an improvement in that area because that's kind of what you're getting out of Kellen Moore essentially. You know what I mean? He's gonna maximize Jalen Hurts as much as he possibly can because a lot of the things that we weren't doing as our offense last season, Kellen Moore does do a lot of these things. Like a lot of the things that I know I heard a lot of Eagles fans complaining about was how predictable the offense was, how we weren't using any pre-snap motion, and we were just very predictable, y'all. Like there was a couple of games I can't really remember off the top of my head, but there was a couple of games that I watched, and I could literally tell you what the Eagles was doing before they did it. And lo and behold, they actually did it. Because they only really had like 5 plays. Y'all. But what Kellen Moore brings to the table, You know what I'm saying? Let's get into it. Kellen Moore likes to utilize pre-snap motion a lot. You know, it keeps the defense off balance, and it kind of keeps the defense guessing on what you're gonna do. Excuse me. So I like that a lot about Kellen Moore because we didn't see too much of that last year with the Eagles. I think we were like bottom of the league when it came to utilizing motion pre-snap, which is not very good, y'all. That's like not very good at all. I feel like Kellen Moore will be putting Jalen Hurts under center a lot. People don't understand how important it is to run a lot of plays under center. You take a lot of the pressure off the quarterback, and you're keeping, at the same time, you keep the defense honest. You keep the defense guessing. They don't know if you're going to run. They don't know if you're going to pass. You know what I mean? So you kind of keep the defense on their toes a little bit when you decide to put the QB under center. I mean, we did run some plays under center, but like I said, just like the pre-snap motion, it was bottom of the league. You know what I'm saying? Kellen Moore will bring a lot of fresh new ideas to the table, I feel like. And he has a lot of play calling experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he called plays for the Dallas Cowboys. He was their OC. And he called plays for Justin Herbert last year, you know what I'm saying, for the Chargers. So yeah, he has a lot of experience. So I really do feel like this would benefit AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Jalen Hurts a lot that Kellen Moore is now in the building and he doesn't have cheerleading, don't know how to run an offense ass Nick Sirianni had ass doing that shit because that shit was not working last year, bro. So another thing I wanted to touch up on, I like how the Eagles, they interviewed a lot of OCs like Cliff Kingsbury. They interviewed a lot of guys, man. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they took their time to hire an OC, I'm gonna say this, they took a lot more time hiring Kellen Moore than they did hiring Vic Fangio. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, the Vic Fangio hire is not good. It's not, to me, it's not great. It's not, it's not anything too crazy. It's more so of a safe hire, if you ask me. But Kellen Moore, man, I kind of like this move. You know what I'm saying? I really like this move a lot, bro, because we do need a new identity on offense, man. Like, I want to see them utilize the middle of the field a lot more this year, with as far as like slants goes and all that. I want to see a lot of that stuff. And the one thing I don't want to see, bro, is all these QB sneaks that we was running last season, bro. Like, bro, there were times where I was just like, what the fuck are these niggas doing, bro? Like, are y'all really just not trying to win for real? Because it's like, come on, man. Man, I'm just gonna roll the clip. Just roll the clip.
Can't be your play call. Then we get to 3rd and 20. And on 3rd and 20, you're going to run a running back screen to your second best running back, and you're going to block for him with your 170-pound receiver. I don't know that there's anything else to say about this. This play's totally dead in the water. And to add insult to injury, Devontae Smith gets hurt on this play. But how's this your play call? Like, you've got to know the situation. Your defense has given up 3 straight touchdown drives. They've allowed Arizona to get inside the 25-yard line every single possession the entire game. You can't settle for a field goal here. Like, again, same thing. Yes, they're showing zero pressure. Have a different answer for it. Again, run one of these guys on a slant route and see if they can break a tackle. Try a double move on somebody. This empty can't be your answer because they're just going to get a free runner on you, right? And a screen can't be your answer. That's pathetic play sequencing by Brian Johnson and Nick Sirianni, and it's inexcusable that they continue to defend this in press conferences.
Blocked at all at the point of attack. Him off. Yeah, just not really well blocked at all.
What the hell are you doing? We had a lot of what the hell are you doing moments last season, man. So I want to see something's gonna change. We're gonna see a different offense. I'd be shocked if the Kellen Moore hire doesn't work out. You know what I'm saying? I have more faith in this hire than I do the Vic Fangio hire. You know what I'm saying? Because Vic Fangio, he had decent numbers. His numbers were decent. It wasn't good. It wasn't great. His numbers were his defensive numbers were decent. You know what I'm saying? But where he did struggle at, and I didn't bring this up in my last video, so that's why I'm bringing it up now. He didn't really have a good record against starting quarterback, like good quarterbacks. You know what I mean? And that's the thing that we struggled with too last season. Like, don't get me wrong, we beat Pat Mahomes, we beat Tua and all them, but let's be for real, bro. Let's be for real. A couple of them games, we had a lot of things go our way. You know what I mean? But I just know that the Vic Fangio hire and the Kellen Moore hire had nothing to do with Nick Sirianni. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing, too, I wanted to touch up on. Like, I did speak about this in my last video, but I'm going to just bring it up again. It's like, what is Nick Sirianni here to do for real, bro? Like, besides, you know, essentially cheerlead. I don't want to call it that, but that's basically what he, what he's going to be doing. I mean, I feel like the front office is taking a lot more of the power back from him because last season they gave him the opportunity to hire his own offensive coordinator, and he hired Brian Johnson. He hired defensive coordinator Sean Desai, and those moves didn't really work out. You know what I mean? So he's no longer hiring coaches. We all know he doesn't call plays. You know what I'm saying? Because if he did call plays, they wouldn't be bringing in Kellen Moore. You know what I mean? So it's like I like that. I like it for that. These moves had nothing to do with Nick Sirianni, just more so the front office doing their due diligence and making sure that they can maximize the roster that we have and give us a good opportunity to maybe win a championship. You know what I mean? So I like it for that. You know what I mean? But other than that, guys, that's all I have for y'all today, man. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. If y'all made it this far to the video, man, I really appreciate it, man. This is only the beginning. You know what I mean? Got a long way to go. We got a long off season ahead of us, you guys. And enjoy the ride, man. I'm gonna be here for all of it. So hopefully y'all keep tapping in with me, man, as I drop this content, man. You know what I mean? But appreciate y'all for joining me today, man. Please, like I said, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Fly, Eagles, fly.